The Middle East conflict is now more unpredictable. What was once limited to warnings and isolated strikes, it is now turning into a sustained multi-front confrontation. And yes, at the center of this escalation is Iran, which has responded to rising pressure with one of its most aggressive military moves yet. After being publicly dismissed as finished by Donald Trump, Iran has chosen to respond not through diplomacy but through actions. Iran's elite force, the IRGC, they have announced the launch of their 74th wave of its ongoing operation named True Promise 4. Well, the scale and coordination of this wave, it suggests that this is not a one-time retaliation, ladies and gentlemen, but part of a continuing strategy designed to apply sustained pressure across multiple fronts. Well, the immediate impact, it was felt across Israel, where several major urban centers, they were under attack. Cities such as Tel Aviv, cities such as Holon, they experienced multiple strikes. Sirens sounded across these areas, forcing the civilians into shelters as explosions were reported at different locations. The pattern of the attack, it indicates a coordinated barrage aimed at overwhelming the defense systems and increasing the chances of successful impact here. On the other hand, if you talk about Iran, they claim that they use advanced missile systems including Qadr and Qurram Sher 4. These are long-range ballistic missiles capable of carrying very heavy loads over significant distances. Their design allows for high speed and in some cases maneuverability, making interception more difficult for them. Well, the use of such system highlights a shift towards more sophisticated and high-impact weaponry in this particular conflict. However, what makes this whole development particularly significant is that the strikes, they were not limited to Israel anymore. Iran has indicated that it also targeted regional locations associated with the US and their allies. This includes Prince Sultan Air Base in Saudi Arabia as well as the headquarters of the US 5th Fleet in Bahrain. Now, additionally, strikes were reported in Kurdistan, indicating that the operational scope, it now extends far beyond a single country or battlefield. Other countries in the region, they have also been drawn into the whole situation, even if indirectly. Well, the UAE reported intercepting multiple incoming missiles and drones, demonstrating how this whole threat is spreading across airspace boundaries in Bahrain. Authorities, they have maintained a high state of alert with ongoing concern about additional incoming threat. So, in the end, this shows that the conflict is no longer confined. It is affecting the regional security as a whole now. And from a strategic point of view, well, this wave of attacks appears to serve multiple purposes. First, it demonstrates capability, showing that Iran can strike multiple targets across wider geographical area. Second, it sends a message of deterrence, warning adversaries that any further escalation will be met with even broader response. And third, it tests the defensive system of multiple countries simultaneously, gathering valuable information for any future operation. Well, military analysts, they are particularly concerned about the pattern of this emerging war. Repeated waves of coordinated strikes suggesting a shift towards prolonged engagement rather than short-term retaliation.